look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about right now in this reaction video, ladies and gentlemen, I got these things on my ears. I'm going to take this shit off. Hold on. What I'm going to talk about in this reaction video, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that the westernized way of thinking when it comes to our women have made its way across the oceans. It has made its way all the way to different countries. And I'm going to show you a woman in the UK who talks like a extreme feminist. She sounds like a westernized woman in what she's about to say. And I want you to see how toxic this westernized way of thinking is, how it can corrupt everything that it touches. Let me go ahead and get into this thing for you. 1 second as I pull on your screen, y'all. Let's get it.
Can you describe your dream man to us?
My kind of man right now is a man who would be 1000% submissive to me. A man who would be loyal at every instance. Honestly, I've suffered in this UK. Come on, take a look at the sun. I've really suffered. I need a man who would worship the ground I walk on. I need a man who would lick my feet. I need a stay-at-home man. A man who, when I come back from work, a full pack of lunch or supper is ready for me.
She says she wants a man that would be willing to lick her feet. Submission to this woman is something that is only designed for a man. Women want to be leaders. Women want to usurp the authority of the man. This is a westernized way of thinking. I don't care if she's in the UK or wherever, but this is coming from America, because a lot of other countries, they stand strong against this type of mentality in women. But in our country, everything is geared to promote this type of thinking. And what happens is, gentlemen, even though you get these passports, even though you get these women from out of country, I want you to realize that if you bring these women back to America, they will eventually start thinking and talking like this woman right here. All they have to do is be immersed in the Babylonian westernized way of thinking. And that beautiful traditional woman that you love will turn into another ratchet, musty back heifer that we see every day. The only way, I just gave you the problem, but the solution that I'm about to give you to that problem is this. If you bring another woman back from a different country to America, it is imperative, it is paramount that you connect her to other people in America of her same culture. There are people in Houston from different countries who still have traditional belief systems when it comes to the gender roles between men and women. You're going to have to put your woman in that group so that she can still be plugged into tradition, customs, and culture. Because if she get around those type of people, they still have shame. That woman you bring back is not going to want them to think of her as a shameful woman, because those people may actually have a way to contact her people in another country. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's keep going.
A man who would massage me from my day's hustle with the oil from the alabaster box, if you know what I mean. I just want that man to worship me, to love me, to be loyal, to be submissive. My stay-at-home papa.
I was thinking in terms of physique and not like, but now I'm...
Oh, come off it. Who is talking about physique in this day and time?
The reason why she says who's talking about physique in this day and time is because she is big as fucking Jupiter. She knows she cannot bring a fit body to the table. So she knows she doesn't have the buying power or the negotiating tools to say, hey, man, you have to be fit, you have to have a six-pack. because this is a woman who likes to eat. This is a woman who is not going to go on a diet, and this is a woman who's going to get bigger as she get older. So that's why she said that.
Yeah, if you had asked me 3 years ago, I would have said I needed a man who is as tall as an Iroko tree. I needed a man who is as handsome as, Usher or whatever those people are. I needed a man who is as strong and muscular as Randy Orton. But those are stale and they don't make any difference anymore. That's my kind of man, a submissive man.
So if a submissive man is watching this video right now and is interested in you, how is he going to find you?
Darling, I'm not too difficult to find. Go on Instagram and type goodie bag and you're going to see me. Go on TikTok and type goodie bag and you're going to find me. Love, DM me, let's talk, okay? I don't mind going to the ends of the earth to get you here in the UK. Just come and be my house husband. All right?
Now, I'm going to tell you something. That woman meant every bit of what she said, gentlemen. That woman meant that. She wants the man to put on the skirt and the apron. That's what she wants. She probably a career woman. Who knows? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? But because no man should ever be a subservient to a woman. It was never designed that way. Now, Kitty Rose. I like Kitty Rose, a lot of her content. She does a lot of good things when she talks, in my humble opinion, right? But this is one situation where she got it wrong. And we're about to take that apart. We're about to talk about it right now. Let's get it.
Women typically want and need the emotional security from men. They also need that bond of equals, knowing that we will share responsibilities and you're not superior to me. You're not treating me like I'm inferior to you. Women typically want men who can appreciate her delicacy and not mishandling her, to understand that.
Now, let's get to that part right there. I'm gonna back it up. She said women don't want to feel as if they are inferior to men. When science itself and biology itself teaches us all that women are inferior to men. Men are stronger than women. If women were stronger or equal to men, then it would be their asses on the front lines when we go to war. Men created the societies in which we enjoy all these wonderful conveniences that we have, all these conveniences that the women enjoy. Men gave the permission for women to have equal rights. They petitioned, they argued, and they marched. But at the end of the day, men gave them these things. There will always be a power imbalance between men and women because our bodies are stronger and we think more logically than women do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she also said that a woman wants a man to appreciate her being delicate. A woman cannot be both delicate and masculine at the same time. How can a woman expect a man to appreciate her being gentle, soft, when she's walking around like a dude, talking like a dude? When you meet a woman who uses a lot of profanity, that ain't nothing but masculine energy in a woman. Because there was a time when women didn't talk like that. It was considered to be rude and shameful. That was something that you would think bikers and biker gangs, sailors and stuff would do, not women. So there's no way that a man can approach a woman and appreciate how delicate she is when she is hard as a rock. That's where Kitty is getting it wrong at.
Mishandling her, to understand that she's still a woman. Seeing her, giving her that compassion, that trustworthiness. A lot of women are looking for that, just to add on.
Kitty, you got it wrong, baby. You got it wrong. And it's not just there. Because I listen to some of the dudes got it wrong too. I could tell which one of you dudes have not had a strong father in the house, and I can tell which one of you dudes also have never been around no real max, no pimps. And I'm not talking about people say I'm a player. I'm talking about real pimps. I have. I've been around the worst of what the society would call it. But I'm gonna tell you, when I listen to y'all talk, I can see why you're struggling with women. I want you to listen to what this man says right here. And I want you to think about what happens in real life, in real time, in the reality of the statistics and numbers that we know about with women when it comes to divorce and all these, and about women leaving when they're bored. And I want you to, and this is not a knock to these gentlemen. I have nothing against these men, because they usually have some good stuff to talk about. But I want you to listen to this man's reasoning right quick.
Women respect structure. If you a man, like, she wants to come into the situation knowing, okay, he does things a certain way. But if she comes into the situation feeling like you don't know what the hell you doing, how you expect her to submit or follow you? And
that's where I want to disagree. All right? That's where I want to disagree at, y'all. This is why I know a lot of dating coaches is just talking shit that they don't know nothing about. This man just said that a woman respects structure, that a woman wants to feel that she's with a man that is responsible and can handle his business. Why else would she not submit to a man? There are many men who've been drugged to divorce court who had their shit together, and women did not respect the structure. Women still rebelled against his ruling. Women still rebelled against the structure. Women still rebelled against his ability to be head of household because they wanted to be equal to that man. There's a lot of women who have dated and been with good, responsible men and left them for Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook, or cheated on them with a man who was not responsible, okay? So that's bullshit. Women do not care about compatibility. Women do not care about structure and responsibility in a man. Women care about two things: dick and how attractive that man is. A woman will cheat on a man who has a mansion, 3 Mercedes-Benz, 2 boats, a swimming pool, to go sleep with a man who is broke, who can barely keep himself employed, who sleeps on his mama couch simply because he's attractive, he has swag, he has demeanor, and he got some good pipe. It happens all the time. So I don't want you gentlemen to think, and it's sad to say this, but being good ain't good enough. You have to know who you're dealing with. You got to pick and choose carefully when it comes to women. You have to know if they have a good relationship with their fathers or like I say, I asked someone this before. Do you have any men in your life that you respect? And then you watch her reaction. And then when she tell you, oh, it's so and so and so and so, if it's family member, have her bring you around them so you can see how they interact. Women don't give a fuck about no structure. They don't give a damn about compatibility. All they care about is excitement. All they care about is sex. All they care about is swag. All they care about is how handsome a man is. Women don't care about the potential a man has. Women don't too much care about how much money he got unless that man is generous, which means, let me translate that, a woman don't care about how much money a man has unless she can have accessibility to the money. Because they will run away from a man with money simply because he's not giving it to them. So a man can have money and still can't pull certain women. These men will have to actually spend money to get those women. Think about what I said now. Think about it and tell me if I'm wrong.
in biblical terms. So I think as a man, you got to have some type of structure. You got to have non-negotiables that you stand firm on. You got to have a plan. You got to have a vision for what this legacy is going to be, where this family is going to go, what traditions we going to have. And I feel like that's what defines a good man. If you don't have that, you don't need to be dating, in my opinion.
I do agree with that. I don't think any man should be dating when he don't have his shit together. I understand you can smash and dash, but you shouldn't be in no serious relationship if you don't have your own residence, your own ride, your own place, your own car, your own money. You shouldn't be doing that, man. Smoke into my eye. I got something else to show you. I want to take my time, and I'm gonna do a video about Dr. Umar punk ass and drop it today too, or if not tomorrow. Just to let you know, I will be doing a live stream, not this Sunday, not this upcoming Sunday. I will have a live stream the following Sunday after this summon that I will have a live stream that will follow the Sunday that is upcoming. I'm sorry. Now listen to this right here. Some more shenanigans. I got to break this shit down, man, because people be saying stuff to y'all and you wonder why stuff don't work that they telling you because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They really don't, bro. Use your common sense, use your life experiences and your personal observations to sift out, or should I say to filter out what you are hearing. That includes me. If I say shit, use your common sense to see whether or not if I'm telling you the truth, man. I ain't got nothing to hide, man. Let's keep going.
If a woman's submission is based on a man's leadership, then what is his ability to lead based on? Trip?
His ability to submit. I think we've already...
You heard this shit? Some men believe this shit too. Some men believe, even though God said, they like forget what God said. We know more than God. And these people say they Christians. People be saying they Christian all the time, but always deny God. Let me tell you something. God said for the woman to submit to the man, for her to obey her husband as he obeyed Christ, right? As he obeyed God, right? How is it a man gonna come back behind God and say he's supposed to submit to the woman? Think about how these people are pandering. I don't really like this show. Sometimes they have something good, tonight conversation shit, and sometimes they have most of this shit, pandering shit. A lot of fools who are professing to be wise when they don't know nothing at all. They just say what needs to be said to get clicks, views, and money. That's it. They don't give a fuck about the community. Let's keep going. I want you to hear this bull again.
His ability to submit, I think we've already established that tone in this conversation. I think in order to be an effective leader, you need to know when to move out the way.
Oh, that's good. I like
because, you know, and it's not to refute what anybody else is saying, but I don't think it's always the man who has the vision in a relationship, and I don't think it's always him that's supposed to. If let's say my lady is a lawyer, she pulling in 150 a year. The vision is clear. We're gonna need a few more years of what you got going on before we start talking about who I'm supposed to be and what I got going on. And if I need to lead by moving out of her way so she can accomplish some things to better us, then I need to be strong enough to do that.
Ooh.
So,
It's pandering. How can you be the head when you're acting like the tail? If you have to move out the way for the woman to lead, how are you a leader? You do not put your masculinity on hold. You do not put your leadership abilities on hold so that the woman could be the provider of the house. Y'all, shit, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just my personal opinion, man. I just think that's a bunch of BS, man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I'll be talking to y'all real soon. You take it easy now, you hear?